Your mic's not on.
You're listening to the legendary podcaster, the one, the only, T-Jam D. Your personal favorite, and the show you've been waiting for. Probably offensive.
Welcome to another exciting episode of Probably Offensive. I am your host, Anthony Scott Dover, and my man, T. Crow, is in the house.
What's good, people? What's good? What's going on? Wednesday I was working late, didn't get a chance to do As the Crow Flies, but we shall be back this week, sooner or later.
You hear that? This man was working on Wednesday. He usually puts the podcast out on Wednesday, and he wasn't able to do that because he was working on his side job, which is his main job. And until we get that settled on...
These people did hit that like, subscribe on the buttons on YouTube.
Like and subscribe.
YouTube,
like and
Spotify, iHeart.
Like and
Spreaker.
subscribe. Then
get us out there, people. Then I won't have to do that, and you'll get your shows.
Yeah. Then he won't be doing his blue collar job anymore. He'll be
in the studio, and you can come and join us.
We'll be doing podcasts every single day.
Mm-hmm.
Not just
they can come and join
once or twice a week.
You can spread. What you got to say, what you want to put out there.
And,
come on,
and some of you, attractive views in the female, can come and join us. And other views will get on as well. Unfortunately, yes, good.
Shallow Dover. That's what we call him.
But
this guy's he's about as deep as your puddle in your toothbrush.
That's not true at all. I'm just saying that for show references, unless you're a celebrity and a guy, like we got a chance, possibly
to get Ice Cube on the show, but I don't want to put that out there right now. But I'm trying. I am definitely trying.
I do, because you're just saying you're trying.
I'm trying to get him.
You're not saying you're...
I'm not saying we're going to get him, but
right.
I'm trying to get him.
You're trying to make it happen.
I mean, if he can't come and sit down, maybe he'll come via Skype or something like that, to where we'd be able to split screen with him on there and show the people that we're really out here doing these things.
Yeah.
Listen.
Now that's the kind of guys I want to talk to.
You can't be like that, Dover.
Why not?
Because there's more to... Listen, just because you're a celebrity...
Who's a celebrity?
Well, Ice Cube's a celebrity, but his doctrine is pretty much the same doctrine that I was spitting before the selection.
Yeah.
And then someone told me, have you heard of Ice Cube's contract with Black America? I said, no. They said, you sound just like it. I'm like, really? I went back and looked at it, and everything I was saying, he was saying.
Yes.
And so if I could ever get a chance to talk to the man, he's talking about the gatekeepers, which I'm going to talk about a little bit later. The gatekeepers keeping his basketball thing, the Big Three, out.
Yeah.
And all those things and whatnot. We will speak on that later. And the gatekeepers, about who is running America and who's running the big show.
Right.
Because it's deep, and I don't want to get into it now. I'll wait till we get into it, then I'll start talking.
Listen, I want to ask Ice Cube about his contract with Black America, because I don't think I don't know if you can have a contract if most people don't even know about it. You can't have a contract with Black America if most of Black America doesn't know what he's talking about.
I'm going to explain this real fast.
Okay.
I'm going to try to do it in 2 minutes or less.
Go ahead.
The contract with Black America is not a contract that he wants with Black America. It's a contract about Black America, 14%. Since we take up 14% of the population, we should get at least 14% of the money for grants, for loans, for student loans, for businesses, and all that should be put aside for the 14% of Black people. So if you qualify, that 14% is there for you. Like 100% is 100%.
Yeah.
But we're not 100%. America's mixed up. And he's talking about on Black America, we get the short end of the stick a lot. So we are the number one consumers of all the Democrats of all creeds, people, whatever, we're the number one consumer at 14%.
Oh, black people are?
Yeah, because we don't save money, we spend it.
Yeah.
And I'm going to talk about that later on, like I say. But if we're spending that kind of money, we're not getting anything in return because all these goods, everything we buy is it devalues. It doesn't, gain value.
Right.
It doesn't appreciate, it depreciates.
Right.
In value, so to speak. So his contract with Black America is about that, about buying land, buying things that will appreciate instead of depreciate. Like, we spend money on shoes, cars, watches, jewelry, things of that nature.
Yeah, yeah.
We don't put money into things that we're supposed to. And that's called about the programming I spoke about, and I talked to people about that on my podcast. And then I said something else. He was talking about, like, with that contract,
we're
Biden,
flossers.
Biden
and
his constituents didn't want to give him a chance to talk. They told him, we'll talk to you about that later.
Right.
You know who gave him a chance to talk and hear it out?
Trump.
Yeah.
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 I'm just saying, and I just want to ask people a question right now. Are you people happy with Biden?
Of course not.
Okay. I warned you.
They weren't happy with Trump either, though.
No, they weren't. They weren't happy with Trump because of the propaganda that was out there. If you close your eyes.
No, because Trump's dumb.
Just close your ears.
He's stupid.
Close your ears and don't listen to him.
Yeah.
Don't listen to all his naysayers, his constituents. Don't listen to anything.
Right.
Be deaf for a second.
Yeah.
And look at the way the world was running. We were a better place.
I doubt it. I don't think so.
You think we're better now?
Yeah. The only thing.
Are you kidding me?
Listen.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
I got numbers here. I'm going to show you we're not better.
The economy's better.
When?
Now.
Oh, no way.
Unemployment's less.
No way.
Unemployment
is less, but guess what?
Yeah.
Did you see what happened after COVID? Everything went high, right? The prices rose.
That's
going to happen.
Inflation.
But the world, inflation did go up. You're right.
Yeah.
But guess what happens when the inflation goes up?
Yeah.
The wages stayed the same, right? So people are suffering now. Listen.
I don't think wages stayed the same. I think people got raises. But it doesn't match the inflation.
Okay. And that's their plan. Listen. Biden is not. Yes, thank you. It was way better then than it is now.
It was way better.
It was way better. A loaf of bread didn't cost you $3.
Right.
And that's all about the fuel. The fuel, fuel your trucker.
Okay.
Fuel feeds everything.
So fuel went up and inflation went up, so groceries and everything else goes up too.
Right.
But that's not Biden's fault. You know what I'm saying? He came in.
Biden's first day, what did he do?
What did he do?
What did he do? You don't remember that?
On the first
they had a big ass thing on all these TVs. This guy has, hey people, if you ever been to Dover's place, he's got 20 TVs here. And he doesn't watch them. So the very first day when Biden got in office,
there's sports
he signed off on the pipeline.
Yeah.
He signed off on fracking. He shut it down. So now, we're back to paying ungodly amounts per barrel. And you look at what happened. Man.
Oil?
Yeah. Biden, listen.
That pipeline would not have made the price any lower. It's not even done yet.
Right, but we were fracking. We were using our own resources. And the companies that Trump was taxing to go overseas, Biden overwritten that. It's a big thing that Biden did the very first day in office, man. I can't talk about that. That's not enough time.
That makes us pay more?
Yes.
Well, Trump raised tariffs. That makes us pay more.
Guess what? But the tariffs were helping us then the way it was working. If you cut everything, listen, it's like a domino effect, right? Last domino raised tariffs, but all these got to fall in line for it to work. Biden cut all those off.
Everything went up.
Yep.
Yeah, Trump raised tariffs and everything went up. Started going up. And then
but we were charging them money to do things. We weren't being their part. We weren't holding hands. And another thing, to date, we have given Ukraine $113 billion.
Yes, and that has nothing to do with Hunter Biden.
No.
We were
giving to do with Joe.
We were giving.
Listen, why are we
were giving Ukraine money before Biden was president.
Were we giving them $113 billion?
We were giving them a lot of billions of money.
No,
that's why Trump got caught trying to keep that money hostage until they put out some type of fictitious report about Biden. Okay,
No, that's not true.
He got impeached over that.
Yes, but that's not true.
Yeah, it is true.
Dover, that's not true. Listen, okay. You know what? There was so much. Here's the thing. Ice Cube talks about it also. The gatekeepers. That's what Ice Cube calls them, the gatekeepers. Ice Cube. That's why I'm trying to get him, because he's doing his tour. He's talking about the gatekeepers, how they are controlling everyone and everything. And listen, they control the media. Like I keep throwing this up to people. Do you think cops stopped shooting black people the day Biden got elected?
No.
You don't hear about it though, do you?
Did Biden
Because
say,
you know why?
don't report on black people being shot?
No.
Okay.
The gatekeepers, what they do is they tried to divide the country with racism under Trump. And it worked. That's what they want. That was their plan. Listen, these are the same people that have been living here forever. These are the same people that are living here now. And you think Biden's made the world a better place? No. But it's the media and the propaganda that they
I think Biden's made the world a better place because...
You know what Biden done?
It's a safer place without Trump being the president of the United States.
There's wars all over the place.
Trump doesn't care. He's a selfish guy.
But what he did, you're right. He was selfish about America.
Yeah.
And that's what I would be.
No, selfish about himself.
Not
America, himself.
That was the media.
He's with Russia. He's with Putin. He's sucking Putin's balls. He's licking them, okay? He's flying in the face of G7. He says, fuck our allies. God. I'm down with Putin.
Hey,
I'm
man.
I'm going to lick Putin's taint. That's what Trump does, okay? The evil dummy licks Putin's taint, okay? That's how he gets down.
Hey, listen, I can't even talk to people. This guy.
He's a taint licker. Okay?
No, he's not.
That's what the evil dummy does.
Dover. So if he's a taint licker, Biden's getting bent over.
Everybody, all the Republicans talking about Hunter Biden, which to me, they have...
Hunter has nothing to do with this, man.
Okay, listen, but the Republicans talk about him all the time. They mention every single day.
You know why? How much time did he spend in Ukraine?
Listen.
No. Let's put the.
I don't know how much time he spent in Ukraine. He got a job because of his daddy.
Let's put the puzzle
together. A lot of people get jobs because
the
daddy. If your daddy's in a high position,
right? I get that, but let's put this. Let's put this in the pieces together.
Okay.
Hunter Biden was in Ukraine.
Yes.
For years, he made money, made millions over there.
Yeah, he's a millionaire
from just working and doing secret service work, quote unquote, service work in Ukraine, right?
He's very talented.
Now, who in the hell is going to take Ukraine's shit back? Because Ukraine's a crooked motherfucker too. Who's taking them back? Putin. So guess what? The media, there was a guy over there from the British news thing I watched. You know what? America's news is lying to you. Okay. Ukraine's getting pounded. They ain't winning this war. They want to tell America that Ukraine's winning. No, they're not winning. Russia's beating the fuck out of them. And that's why they try to send those mercenaries. America paid the mercenaries to go after Putin.
Yeah, but
the mercenaries stopped. Remember? Remember, I was telling you about that group, right?
People have Hunter Biden derangement syndrome. Biden.
I'm not. I don't.
Okay, you might not. But all Republicans are talking about Hunter Biden. When I click it on Fox News, which I only keep it on there for a few seconds.
Right.
Because, you know what I'm saying, I don't want them
You need to watch all of them. I watch all of them.
I don't watch MSNBC very often either. Because they're all the way left.
Yeah, and then one's all the way right.
Yeah.
But the media, that's who's programming our youth.
Yeah.
That's who's programming us. That's who programmed us during the Vietnam War. When we was getting our ass kicked, they said what was going on.
Not all of it is media trying to deceive. Some of it is media ignorance. Media ignorance.
Okay, let me ask you a question. It's not media ignorance. I'm going to disagree with you on that because the media is it's a machine, right?
Yeah.
It's a lot of money in that machine.
Yeah.
With all that much money, you're not going to be that ignorant. They're pushing their own agenda. Mm-hmm. That's the thing. Let's say we're part of the media now. What we're doing, we're part of the fourth estate. We get to comment. We get to talk about a lot of shit. We get to analyze. We get to be whatever you want to call it, analysts.
You talking about us on this show?
Yes, we're podcasts.
we're an honest opinion though.
That's what we're doing.
We're not intentionally trying to deceive.
Okay. Now we're going to get to point number 2.
Okay.
Why did I not want to take that one job with that one company that wanted to do the podcast? Because they said, if you do it, we're going to give you the content. Remember, I was telling you about that. That we're going to give you the content. We're going to tell you what to talk about, and you guys just talk about it.
Okay.
Remember that? I was telling you about that.
No, but anyway.
And I said no. This might have been before me and you hooked up.
They're going to give us the...
No, they're going to give me a little tiny show on one of these AM stations. Mm-hmm. And they said, well, we're this kind of radio station. A friend of mine got me hooked up. I thought I told you about that.
What kind?
It was just the AM radio morning show that I would go in on Sundays and do like 4 or 5 shows, and they would play them during the week.
What are they... what's their background that they wanted you to push?
I don't know. But I couldn't talk about what I wanted to talk about. I shut it down after that point.
Yeah.
I don't need writers. I don't want writers. But I said, if I get writers, I want writers to write about what I want with my topics. And then we can get those writers.
You should have took the show.
No, I shouldn't.
Here's why. Because whatever subject matters they want us to bring up, we can bring them up. We can talk about them, right? Mm-hmm. But we can still give our own opinions about it.
No, we couldn't.
And we could. I
talked to them. No,
but they could fire us.
I would have got fired the first day.
Well, okay, good.
No, that's not good. It would have been a waste of time.
It's good because you're giving your own opinion and you're getting your opinion out there on live radio. It's a bigger medium than what we have on the podcast right now because we're not celebrities. We'll pump our names up.
Okay, I'll tell you what.
And get fired from the local little radio poop butts. And somebody will be like, these guys got fired on the first day.
The reason why I don't want that is because if I do get a shot somewhere else, that's a bad review.
No. It's
good. Yeah. I can't lie. Did you work here? Yeah. What happened? I got fired first day. Right. Why?
Because I gave my honest opinion.
Right.
Okay? I don't mind getting fired for giving my honest opinion.
Right.
It ain't like you got fired for sexual harassment of the secretary. You got fired for giving your honest opinion on the air on subjects that they asked you to talk about.
Yes, and they give you the itinerary. And the itinerary isn't politics. It isn't religion.
What is it?
It's stuff like, what do you think about, let me go off the top of my head, the county fair.
Okay.
How do you think the county fair is running? Well, you know what, Dover? I'm going to tell you the truth. I haven't been to a fair since I was in 2nd grade.
Usually I have a 15-minute segment, right? Mm-hmm. We could have talked about the county fair for 3 minutes.
Right.
And then you talked about everything else we wanted to talk about.
Would have been fired.
So what?
Okay, I'll tell you what, Dover. Next time they say that,
yes,
I'm going to take it.
Yes.
Because the way I think, you know me.
Yeah.
I'm a straight ahead, no nonsense. I bullshit a lot. I crack a lot of jokes, right?
Listen.
But you know what? You made a good point. Mm-hmm. And you know what? That's why I like having you as a partner, because next time an opportunity like that comes
take it.
I'm going to take it. And when we get fired, I'm going to look at you. And then when we can't get another job, I'm going to look back at you again. And we're going to be sitting right back on these two in your basement and in my extra room, my podcast room. Yeah. And we're going to be doing these podcasts again. Hey, people, we're back doing these podcasts. We just got fired again.
Hey, Crow, I guarantee you, when we get fired, our names will be bigger and we have more opportunities. I guarantee you.
Okay, then let's do that then.
Yeah, take the positions when
next time something's wrong with me.
If you get something else,
you know what? I'm gonna call that station. It's here in Springfield.
Yeah,
say we'll do it.
We'll do it.
But I was gonna come in on Sundays and do like 2 or 3 shows every Sunday.
Okay,
they play them throughout the week. And they say they got their own commercials and whatnot.
No,
I wouldn't make the money that would be made.
No,
it's like, well, the money that you make will be off what the commercials do and this, that, and the third. So they're going to start you off with nothing.
No problem.
I say, I don't need the money.
I don't even care about that.
I don't want the money. I got a job.
I care about the exposure.
Right.
I don't. Let them, whatever. Who cares the fuck?
But these people, people, I'm a man, like my wife gets mad at me because I tell her I'm a man of the people.
Yeah.
If my people put us out there,
we'll talk about the fair for 3 minutes.
Yeah. Because I haven't been to the fair
since the other 12 minutes, we're going to talk about everything else.
But I haven't, like I say, I haven't been to the fair since I was in 2nd grade. That's real. I haven't been to.
We're going to the fair now. Okay.
Well, hell's bell.
Yeah, we're going to the fair, man. If they want us to talk about the boring ass fair,
listen, I'll talk about whatever they want to talk about, but I don't believe in that, so I turned it down.
Because I'm to talk about a pig's
I might
ass.
be a man. I might bullshit a lot. I might crack a lot of jokes, but I'm a man of principle.
Yeah,
and I believe what I stand on. I stand on what I believe.
Oh yeah. You should tell him yes. You tell me take it.
Okay, next one.
We can't wait to get
But back to your boy Biden.
Hold on.
Are you happy with him? Are you really happy with him?
I'm going to answer that question. But right now, we
got to take a break?
Yeah. We're at break.
Good.
So
when we come back, I want you to give no shallow Dover answer. I want your honest opinion. Are you happy with this bullshit Biden? How about that?
I will answer that question right after this.
Okay.
As soon as we come back from break, I will answer T. Crow's question about Joe Biden. Don't go away.
I got lots.
You're listening to the best damn activist on the microphone. One hell of a podcaster and his co-host, Mr. T. Crow and Anthony Scott Dover. One hell of a team. Sweet.
Okay, people, party people in the house.
We're back.
Live. T. Crow had asked me a question before we went to break about Joe Biden, the man of the hour. And that was, am I happy with the performance of an 80-year-old man? No is the answer.
Whoa, hold on a second. Did this guy say no?
No, I'm not happy. You know what? Here's why.
He said no. Wow.
First of all, Joe Biden is not just an 80-year-old man who's not on top of his game. He's not as sharp. Even when he was sharp,
he wasn't that good.
Even when he was sharp, he was missing some things because he's a jackass.
Right.
He's a big juicy jackass. Okay. I'm not happy with his performance because he's a corporate Democrat. He's a corporate Democrat. He takes money.
He sells out.
Okay.
He sold us out.
But listen,
why would you sell us out at 80 years old?
He sits there and lets Joe Manchin and that what's that other Democrat, supposed Democrat, the lady.
Is vice president?
No, she doesn't even do anything. Does she?
Have you ever heard of her? You haven't heard of Chuck Squirrels? Listen, since the election, right?
Yeah.
Man, he used her too. She's not. You know what Kamala Harris is?
She doesn't do anything.
Who she is? Okay, then. What is she? What was she for this election? Let's sum it up in one word. Prostitute.
No.
He prostituted her out. He pimped her out. He pimped her out for the black vote. Am I right or wrong? He got a lot of black women, and he got a lot of women, period, like I said.
Yes, that's smart.
Okay.
That's a smart move.
Like I said.
That's a smart move.
Smart move for a pimp. Whoever said a pimp was dumb?
For a politician.
Whoever said a pimp was dumb?
Kamala Harris doesn't do anything. But
she just stands around.
No, that's on her. She's a smart. She went to law school, man. She was a prosecutor. She could do something.
You know what she prosecuted? You know what most of she prosecuted?
Be a stronger woman.
You don't want her to do that because she'll take your black ass and hang you. No. That's what she did.
No.
She hung us.
Yeah.
Go look at her record. I looked her up.
She's
like one of my followers said, do your own research and you'll find out.
She caved.
A long time ago.
Biden, listen, for the most part, Biden has tried to walk the Democratic line.
What is that?
And that is, I will get you something, but I won't get you everything I promised.
Hold on a second.
They passed some bills to help the average.
Get the fuck out of
here. They
here.
have passed bills.
Like what, Dover? You know what? Here's what they do. Okay, you're saying, okay, I get where you're going. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to explain to you. The laws and everything that they pass, you know who they help?
What?
They ain't helping you and me. You know who they help? Haitians. Immigrants.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
You
have you been to the south side of Springfield yet?
Huh?
Have you been to the south side of Springfield recently?
Yeah, with the Haitians.
It's a little Haiti. So check this out. You know what people are doing? Very smart.
What?
About time America's smarting up. And I'm going to tell you what they did.
What's that?
They are charging each Haitian that live in their houses that they're renting, and I love it because I should do it with my house, but my sons are moving in. They're charging each Haitian $500 a month. 10 live in a house, you get $5,000. So you multiply that for a whole year, $60,000. Your house is worth 40. You got 60 in 1 year. Do it for 2 years. Tell them to tear the fucking house. Who cares? I got my money, and keep doing it. And the government's giving the money. They can't give me that money. They can't give you that money. They're giving Ukraine. They're giving everybody, but an American taxpayer can get this money, but us, right? Another thing, like I was talking about that, the money. Man, it's crazy what they're doing with this money. We're broke as a nation. We're broke. Why are we giving Ukraine $113 billion under Biden? Answer me that. When we got veterans that fought for this country, they're dying at an average. They're killing themselves at an average of 33 to 34 a day. I can't remember the number.
But that was going on before Biden,
right? But Biden's the one who's giving Ukraine $113 billion. So,
but we were giving money to Ukraine before
but not
Biden.
that much.
So it increased because they were in the war.
It's not my war. Okay, Dover, your neighbor gets in the fight.
Yeah.
You going to supply him with boxing gloves? You going to supply him with tennis shoes?
Yeah.
No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not.
Yeah, I'll give you.
No,
some,
you're not.
I'll give you some Chuck Taylors if he wants.
But you're not going to supply him daily. And while he's getting his ass kicked, hold on a second.
No.
While he's getting his ass kicked, you'll keep giving me money. That's what we're doing.
No.
Number two.
No.
Okay, number two. The homelessness rate in America is terrible. $113 billion can help our homeless people. We're taxpaying citizens. We live in this country.
But some people want to be homeless, though.
Well, I ain't talking about them. Those kids don't want to be homeless.
No.
Look, right? Those kids don't want to be living out.
No.
Don't want to be living out of a goddamn car.
No.
Okay. Number three, the veterans can't even buy homes. They fought for this country. They're killing themselves because they got PTSD, they're on dope, and everything else. That's another story for another day.
But here's the thing.
Okay, hold on a second. No, okay.
Go ahead.
Yes, people. Number four, here's the main thing.
What's the main thing? What's the main thing?
Right here, though. Right here.
A secret?
57% of Americans can't get a hold of $1,000.
Are stupid looking. 57% of Americans.
Oh my God.
Are dumb
looking. Listen.
They look absolutely ridiculous.
See how this guy, hey people, you see how this guy gets me off track?
No, go ahead.
50.
They look like hobos.
My gosh. I'm trying to get to the basis of my story, this fucker.
Yeah, go ahead.
57% of Americans can't get a hold of $1,000. $1,000 in an emergency. But we're giving $113 billion to Ukraine. And we're not the only ones losing money.
Yeah.
I'm going to let you comment on that. And I got another place who's losing money because of this agenda that the Democrats, your people, want to push. And go ahead. I got the great one coming up for you.
Okay.
Go ahead.
If we weren't giving money to Ukraine, that would be the same number of people who couldn't get $1,000 together. When
I know that, but I'm not saying. But listen, what that money could do is help these people.
But
why are we helping foreigners? Why are we helping everybody but us?
If we weren't giving that money to Ukraine, we still wouldn't be giving it to American citizens.
My whole point. Yeah. Why not?
Even if Trump was the president, we still wouldn't be giving it.
It ain't about Trump.
Yes, we are.
It's not about Trump.
It's about Trump and Biden.
No, Trump's not in office now.
Right.
When Trump was in office, we had our discussions about yays and nays against him.
Yeah.
This is about Biden.
Yeah.
Put me in office and then talk about my yays and nays.
Okay.
We're talking about Biden right now.
Yeah. So
if I'm in office, you know what? As a man of the people, I'm going to take care of the people.
Biden's a corporate Democrat.
Since 1972 or 71, he's been in here since I was born.
Yeah.
I'm 52.
Yeah.
Holy fuck, Batman.
Yeah.
I don't look good for it, but damn, you understand me?
Okay. So, yeah.
But I got another place where they're losing money hand over fist, and you're going to love this one, though.
Who's losing money? America?
No. This is a corporation.
Okay.
And I'm going to talk about that
the
when
corporation
you're ready.
is losing money?
Oh, when you're ready for me. You got anything to say about your boy Biden?
No, I already told you that I voted for Biden. But not because
what Ice Cube said and I said.
Not because I'm black, because
you voted for him because if you didn't vote for him, you wouldn't be black.
No, because listen, that statement didn't mean anything because he was running against the evil dummy. If he had been running against someone else on the Republican side who was more worthy of voting for, then I would have voted for him. But as far as I'm concerned, we're going to get someone in the White House who's
not doing cocaine. What Too Short say? What are you doing in the White House if you're not selling cocaine? Remember Too Short said that back in '87?
Yes, but that's asinine.
And guess what? You heard what happened last week in the White House, right?
That's asinine.
Hold on a second. What happened asinine?
Yeah.
Is it asinine?
Yeah.
What happened last week, Dover?
They found cocaine in the White House.
Thank you.
But it could have been one of the visitors that just left it there in the cubbyhole.
Ain't this
They were afraid. To carry it around with them. Right? So they put it in the mailbox.
They should have put it in their balls. I just put weed in my balls in airplanes.
Well, they didn't think about it. Maybe it was the chick who left it there.
Chicks know where to put that shit.
They ain't gonna shove
in the
so
hoo-ha.
They're gonna shove cocaine.
They put it in the hoo-ha.
They're gonna shove cocaine.
Ain't nobody checking no chicks hoo-ha.
Listen, whoever done it was afraid to get caught with it, so they left it in the cubbyhole. Okay? Mm-hmm. That's not that big of a thing.
I don't think so either. I just wanted to bring it up. Okay, let's talk about the issue at hand that I was going to talk about.
What's that?
Dover, do you know, since the beginning of April until now, where we at? Middle of July? Budweiser, Anheuser-Busch, has lost over $30 billion.
Yes. No, I didn't know that, actually. No. Let me not say yes. I knew they lost money, but I didn't know how much.
$30 billion. Listen, they lost 30. Dover.
Yeah.
This is a totally different thing.
Yeah.
They lost over $30 billion.
Yeah.
Do you know why?
Yes, I do know
why. Why did they lose it?
Because of racist dumbass hoes.
No, it wasn't racist. Why did they lose it, Dover?
Because the transgender ad that they done.
Yep. Okay. Now, you can't remember. Listen, I was talking to. I remember me and my brother, my son Junior. He's 28 now. He was like not even a year old, and I remember back when Ellen DeGeneres came out of the closet. Right. Mm-hmm. A lot of people get mad at me for saying things of this nature, but I don't care. Because I'm being honest.
Why they get mad?
They got mad because I said we're doomed.
We're not.
You know why we're doomed?
Why?
Because she came out of the closet, and then people applauded that. Mm-hmm. You know what? If you're a true Christian, true Muslim, true Buddhism, whatever religion you believe in, they don't believe in that. Hold on a second. No one believes in guy on guy, girl on girl. No one believes. That goes against the laws of nature.
Right.
But we're not going to talk about God, nature, this, that, and the third. What we're going to talk about is the fact that they put these damn red, white, yellow, orange, green, blue ads up for LGBTQ with beer. So you're trying to force
rainbow.
Hold on a second. Here's where it went wrong for Budweiser, and I'm glad those people got fired. I'm not glad they're out of the job. Trust me, they can find another job. But I'm glad that they got fired because sometimes people need to stand up. And this is where it's going to segue into my next big points that I'm writing down. So, a lot of men, women, whoever drinks beer, said enough's enough. Yeah. You can't force this gay shit down our throats, right? No one that I know is mad at people for being gay.
Yes, but...
Who's mad at that?
Yes, but what you have with this particular instance you're talking about is a gay or transgender guy. He gets a can from Budweiser with his likeness on it. And then you have jackass nasties. Dick faces like Kid Rock buying Budweiser. several cases of it and shooting it in his backyard.
Okay, let's talk about that. Think about this, Dover.
What?
It's one thing to have this. It's one thing to be an LGBTQ. No one's mad at you for doing that. I don't give a damn what you are, what you do. Don't bring it to me. If you like to eat hog ass, eat it in your own house.
Right.
I don't eat hog ass.
Right.
If you like to fuck goats.
Right.
Fuck the goats on your own property, in your own barn.
Right.
I don't care what you do.
Yeah.
Don't bring it to me.
Yes.
This is where Budweiser went wrong. They tried to force it down our throats to accept it.
Listen,
whoa, wait a second.
Go ahead.
To accept it. I can't accept that.
All they're showing is
Did you buy okay, where's your cans at?
I don't have any. Okay. Because I don't care about the transgender
Right, that's my whole thing.
Budweiser can.
But
I'm not going to boycott it. If I was a person who drank Budweiser before,
you would still drink it then.
Yes.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes, I would.
Because
I don't care if they.
Okay.
I don't care if they give a guy a
It wasn't a guy. It was the whole damn cans. Like it's like the way that they come out with the Bengal cans around here, then they got the Browns cans up north. It's all across the country, all across the world. They had these rainbow cans that were going to go out.
Yeah.
That's what stopped it.
I don't care.
You don't drink out of a rainbow can.
What do I care? I'm not gay. I'm not a transgender guy.
No,
I'm
no, I didn't say that.
Dylan Mulvaney.
But what it is, you're hearing me, but you're not listening.
Yes, I am.
Okay, well, listen to this. It's not about you. I don't give a fuck about what these people do either.
Yeah.
What I'm telling you is that they're forcing it down our throats to accept something that we may or may not believe in.
Accept anything.
Okay, but if you don't accept it, then guess what?
Can with a
Right.
picture of
But
it.
guess what? If you don't accept it, why take? It's like this, man. I don't like this.
What is it about the transgender
Okay, let me ask you a
people
question.
that you don't accept?
Okay, I'm going to give it to you right now.
Okay.
Do you like Trump?
No.
Well, why don't you wear a MAGA hat?
Because I don't.
Oh, why not? It's just a hat.
Because I don't like Trump.
But it's just a hat.
Yeah.
That's just a can.
I don't care.
Now you see what I'm saying.
No, I don't.
Oh,
because
you-
I don't care if he exists. I don't care
You don't
if
care
all
if
the
the
MAGA cult exists.
Right, and you don't care if the transgenders exist either, right?
Right.
Okay, well, so you're going to take a Budweiser can. Why don't you take the MAGA hat?
If Budweiser put a MAGA hat on the can, I still wouldn't care.
That's not my question. My question is, if you don't care,
I don't.
why don't you just get a MAGA hat and say, fuck it, I don't care.
No, because I'm not supporting.
But if you grab that can and hold it in your hand, you're supporting.
Not really.
But Dover, you're
just
talking in
buying-
circles now.
You're just
No.
buying whatever they have on the can. And
guess what? So people are saying,
just a transgender guy
so guess what?
or woman,
Right.
whatever.
So guess what people are saying?
What?
If I don't support Trump and the MAGA shit, I'm not going to buy it or wear the hat, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what they're saying about the rainbow cans.
Yeah.
I don't support this. I'm not buying it. So America spoke and the world spoke. Over 30 billion since April. Mm-hmm. Guess what? Budweiser plants now are laying off. Mm-hmm. Budweiser plants have, they fired that whole marketing team worldwide. Guess what? If people will come together like this for everything other than beer, you see the power that we got? Mm-hmm. That's going to segue into something else I'm ready to talk about. But you see the power that money has.
We see it, yes.
We just over some LGBTQ bullshit with these cans. We stood up for it because I can't say I didn't give a fuck. I drink Miller Lite and I drink Mexican beers also. Mm-hmm. But people that drink Busch Light, there's a lot of Busch Light drinkers. No, it's not selling. Budweiser, a lot of Budweiser not selling. Bud Light, I just like Bud Light. I would still drink Bud Light, but I don't drink it anymore because people don't have it.
Would you still drink Bud Light if Dylan Mulvaney can appeared in the freezer at the gas station you go to?
I don't drink Bud Light anymore. I drink it if people have it, but I used to drink Bud Light. I don't drink Bud Light
Somebody
anymore.
handed you the can. And
Well, here's the thing. I bring my own, and so I can't really answer that fairly. I drink.
You wouldn't drink it
No, I not. I bring my own Miller Light
because of the can.
No, I drink Miller Light, and I've been drinking Miller Light for a while.
Listen.
Somebody got me hooked to Miller Light about 5-6 years ago, and I've been drinking Miller Light since then. But here's the thing: we stood up for that, right?
Yeah.
And the money talked, and that's what I'm saying. We need to do that with other things, other than just beer.
I don't mind transgender people.
I don't listen. You didn't hear what I said. No one minds it.
Yes, they
You
do.
can't push it down your throat, though.
They're not.
Budweiser trying to push that agenda up.
How? They just put it on the can.
Okay, I'll tell you what, Dover.
They just
what if
put
you
it on
bought
the can.
that shirt?
The beer wasn't any different.
No.
It's just on the can.
Right. So that shirt you're wearing,
Yeah.
if it came with a MAGA and a picture of Trump on it. It's the same shirt.
No, it's not. It's a different shirt now.
And it's a different can now.
Yeah, it is. Than just the regular.
Same threads. Shirt, same threads. Mm-hmm. The shirt's going to do the exact same thing like that bottle of beer can.
Yeah.
But it's the representation that you're talking about and I'm talking about.
Yeah, but I wouldn't take a bunch of these shirts and put them in my backyard and shoot them with an AR-15. Okay.
Listen, motherfuckers are mad at that shit.
Okay.
Motherfuckers are mad. And listen,
I would not do that.
You know what they're mad at? How mad they are?
I just wouldn't wear it if it had Trump on it.
And guess what?
I wouldn't
and that's me.
I wouldn't go out.
I'm not going to grab me a rainbow.
I wouldn't get crazy about it. I'd be like, fuck
I
you.
didn't say shoot it.
Oh, fuck
Guess what?
Fuck you, Fruit of the Loom. Fuck you.
And most people aren't doing that.
It's completely ridiculous.
But guess what?
It's an overreaction.
Yes, but most people say, fuck it, I ain't buying that shit.
Yeah.
Same thing you said about the shirt. I ain't going to buy it.
Yeah.
So guess what? Now you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People have their right to choose what they want and what they want to believe in.
Right.
And now they're trying to take that away from us. And
Right.
Budweiser.
You still got your right. You got your rights.
Yes. And Budweiser have the audacity. We're the king of beers. And guess what? They're not anymore.
They're not. They'll come back. They'll be back. They're playing a lot of Patriot commercials right now.
Budweiser. Listen, Budweiser changed everything up.
Okay.
Because $30 billion in less than, what is that? April, May, June, July. 4 months, $30 billion. You know, that's close to $7.5 billion.
At some
$7.5 billion a month.
You know what?
Holy fuck, Batman.
At some point, Budweiser will come out with an ad that says, you know what? We're sorry, and we hate transgenders too. We hate them too. Y'all hate them. We hate them
too.
Let's hate them together.
Hey, listen.
And drink.
Listen. Hey, so Budweiser lost that much money. And they fired that whole marketing team, which they had to.
Maybe
they're laying off truckers. Mm-hmm. They're not having to outsource truckers anymore for that. So it's that ripple effect is touching everybody.
Maybe
because you can't force these agendas. Like I told you, when my son was a year old, and me and my brother was sitting, I said, "Damn, we're doomed."
Maybe Budweiser should come out with a campaign where they say, we're going to put a hit out on Dylan Mulvaney. We're going to put a hit out on him. Okay? If y'all just keep drinking Budweiser, we'll put a hit out on this transgender motherfucker.
Hey,
so,
man.
To me, you know what I'm saying? You bow down to the mighty Dale. Okay? If that's what you want to do.
And guess what? Listen.
That's what you want to do.
Okay, so with that being said,
yeah,
I'm gonna segue to my next points.
Don't segue just yet.
I'm not, but the major point is that I'm gonna talk about is
yes.
Divided we fall, united we stand. And guess what? It's easier for the government to run us over if we're divided. And see, white people, black people, Mexican people, Chinese people, we're all people. Notice at the end I say everything is people. We need to come together as people. Don't look at the color, man. Look at the point.
Right.
And T. Crow should be your next fucking president. Because I would tell you, Dover, I don't know if they'd let you come be my vice, but you definitely be with me. You be beside me. But I don't know if he could be. Listen, this guy can't be my vice president because every show we go on, what do you say? Is she beautiful? Is she good looking?
Do I say that?
Oh, we can't go on the show. So he'll be with me, but he's not going to be my vice president.
Okay.
That's my guy. I love him to death. Been knowing him since we was little kids. But this guy here, man, listen.
He kicking me right out of the vice presidency before we even get started on the campaign.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God. We got to take another break?
Yes.
Okay, people, we got to take a break, but this is a great show.
Hold on, people. We'll be right back right after this.
If you're not offended yet, stay tuned for this next segment. Mr. Coho and T. Crow. That's so funny. Welcome back to the show.
Welcome back to the show. It is a very interesting subject matter, topics. But I wanted to ask you a question since we're on this subject. What do you think because the Supreme Court just struck down affirmative action 2 weeks ago. Mm-hmm. What do you think about it?
Well, listen. It doesn't matter. Did it really work? Let me ask you that question.
I think
that's a question that we all need to ask. Did it really work?
I think so.
I don't think so.
And
but you go in and tune in first.
Well, let me elaborate. Here's why I think it worked. Because when I was a younger kid, I didn't understand this. But when I started getting into the job market, that's when it made more sense to me. When affirmative action was first initiated,
Modelo.
All I hear is white people complaining. And by the way, white people, you do a lot of complaining.
Okay? Yeah.
I've once heard a white person, 3 different white people.
You know why they complain?
Why?
Privileged people complain.
Yes.
My kids complain about everything. And they grew up, like I tell them, I wish I had your life. I wish I grew up the way you did.
There is a lot of complaining by white people.
Yes.
I've had 3 different white people complain to me about being called African Americans. Black people being called African Americans. And
you know what?
I listened to them.
There's a point there, but I'll talk about that later.
Well, that's our heritage.
Right. But guess what?
I listened to them.
They're not called Italian American.
So what?
They're not called Turkish
They
American.
could be if they wanted to.
No. But do we want to be called that?
I do.
Now you do, but is it a choice?
I didn't care. I didn't care when I first heard it.
I don't care either.
And it wasn't something
you're missing the point.
No, that is the point.
Okay, go ahead and make it.
I didn't care when I first heard the term African American, and it's not black people who made that up. It's other white people who decided to call us African American because they thought it was a more proper title.
Then Negro.
Yes.
Okay.
But I had a white guy, older white guy in his 60s, say, "Why do black people need to be called African American? You're not African Americans. You're black. That's what you are." And I said to him, "What do you care? Who are you to tell us who we need to be called?" Okay? I said, it's not black people who made up the term African American, but now that you're complaining about it, I like it more. Okay?
Okay.
Out of spite.
Okay.
Then I had a white woman who I dated.
Right.
Asked me the same thing. I'm thinking, this is a goddamn, what the fuck?
I can't wait. I got a rebuttal for all this.
Yeah.
Keep going.
So she said, why are they being called African Americans? And I said, and I explained this to her, that it's not us who want to be called African Americans, but it's black people who don't care about the title because that is our heritage.
Right.
Okay? We don't care because it's a petty thing that no one cares about. It's making a bit of difference in our day-to-day life.
Right. I get that.
Okay. Then the last guy, who was the guy I worked with, he said, what if we decided to call ourselves German Americans or Irish Americans? And I said, I don't care, my boy. Okay. I don't care.
Guess what?
If that's what you want to do, go ahead and do it.
Talk about it.
Okay, what is your...
Okay, here's the thing with that, right? This is why... Okay, let me put the cigar down because this is deep. Okay, African American, right? Mm-hmm. That's a form of segregation.
Is it?
Yes.
How so?
The name itself, African American. What do you think about?
A black man.
Segregation. Okay. Do they have?
How's it segregation?
Because I'm okay. Let me finish.
Go.
You're African American. You're Latino.
Mm-hmm.
Then they got Hispanic or other. They never have white American. They never have Irish American. They never have Native American. They never have Greek American. They never have Polish American. It's just African American or Latino. It's a form of segregation. So what I'm saying that's bullshit. If you're born here and you pay fucking taxes and you live here, you're an American.
Yes.
Fuck African American.
Yes.
Fuck Irish American.
Yeah.
Fuck Native American. You're an American.
Yeah.
Now Native Americans are the first ones here. Well, all that shit got erased. All their history got erased. And that is black history also. Is if you didn't know, my grandmother was a full Cherokee. Any people who know me knew her. Full Cherokee. Full-blooded. And I say, Granny, I'm a little kid. Like, I was talking to Dave with my mom and my brother. We was all like...
Dave Burchett?
Davey, my neighbor, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he knew her. And the funny thing about it was, KJ, my cousin, he said he never asked her about that. I said, Granny used to say, she was a full-blooded, she had the silver hair. That's why, you see the silver hair? That's why her hair turned silver. My grandmother's hair wasn't gray, it was silver. Sparkled. And she goes, I'm black. I'm like, Granny, you're not black. We didn't know any difference. But she said she was black. So we took to that, and then I started doing my research. Like Scott said earlier, do your own research. So I started doing research, and true enough, the Native Americans were pretty much black. But that's neither here nor there. What we're talking about is this. Classification.
Indians were considering themselves black.
Yes. So this is classification.
Native Americans.
Right, classification.
Not red
when
dot
you're,
Indians.
Yes. Yeah, when you say African American, that's a form of segregation. When you say, like, if I have a child with a white woman, like I got kids with white women, they're considered black kids. African American, segregation. There's no such thing as a mixed race. And because the gatekeepers that Ice Cube was talking about, they want it pure. These are the people that we have to come together to fight. To fight all this bullshit nonsense that we're going through with all these labels, all these fucking tags, all these terms. We got to erase those and eradicate those so the world could be a better place.
Right.
The world's never going to be a better place with people tagging one another. Listen, you're a black man that lives in America. You're just a black guy in America. You're an American citizen.
Right.
You're a white guy that lives in America. You're just a white guy that lives in America. You're an American. When you go to Serbia, and them motherfuckers fight every day. War-torn country. They don't give a fuck where your lineage comes from. Only thing they care about is living to see tomorrow. So, we know our heritage, and we're proud of our heritage. And I love being a black man. It's not more I want to be. I love it.
But do you want a white person telling you shouldn't be called African American?
You know what? Your president said that to you.
When?
You can't be black. You ain't black if you don't vote for me.
That's not the same.
It's the
That's
same.
not even close to being.
It's the same.
From some random
Some random dude,
random dude
listen.
saying, you're not African American, you're black. That's who you are. That's what.
You know what I tell him?
What?
You're ignorant. Just do your research. You know, and it's been proven through history, through data, through carbonized testing, that black people are the oldest people on this planet. So everybody comes from black people. So if you want to be a jackass and tell them, motherfucker, you're black. You just don't know it. So instead of everybody labeling this, that, and the third, there's a bigger problem to fight.
Yes.
We're all fighting that color gender. We're all fighting that line. And that's what they keep pushing down our throats with this. You know why they push down our throats? Because they know we're small people. We think along the lines they give us to think about. Well, they don't allow us to think up here, right, Dover?
Yeah.
They want us to think down here. So down here, we're thinking, okay, I'm going to side with the brothers. I'm going to side with this. I'm going to side with that. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. You know what? This ain't even the problem.
Let me tell you why affirmative action was necessary. Because
they would have gave us a job.
The person, that's right,
but,
they would not
But
have.
guess what? Okay, guess
or
what?
schooling. Because the person who voted against affirmative action, Clarence Thomas, the biggest sellout in the history.
No, he's not. He's not.
Yes, he
is. No, he's not.
He's a sellout.
No, he's not.
He's a big
I researched
sellout.
him.
Did you
Oh, my
research
God.
how some billionaire had
body?
Yes.
Pretty much body.
Body.
But guess what?
A white billionaire.
Who cares? Body.
Okay.
And Clarence Thomas is living. You can buy these motherfuckers, right?
Yeah.
He's like, fuck it.
He's a Supreme Court justice. You shouldn't be able to buy him.
It's not against the law.
Okay. Well, not against the law. Okay. But here's the thing. Clarence Thomas voted against.
Hey man, he was a civil rights. Man, people don't know about. I researched Clarence Thomas because I thought he was.
Yes, but you're talking about when he was younger, not now.
Right, he's old now. How old is he now?
Sellout
70?
now.
How old is he? 75,
Big
76?
sellout.
How old is he now?
Listen, he went to Yale.
Smart man. Hey,
Okay.
you know where he come from? He comes from the sharecroppers. He comes from down south,
He
man.
forgot
Dirt
all
floors.
about that.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
He rebuilt this town.
What
I
town?
did a story on Clarence Thomas.
When?
Just I'm gonna tell you, Dover. You always listen to me.
Yeah.
Researching.
He
Hey, man.
what town?
He's from,
Recently?
oh, he gave up money.
He's against...
You know, his mom is still alive, and they still live in the town. It's the house that they
So
had.
he rebuilt the town his mom's from.
Yeah, he gave money, big
Because his mom...
money. No, that's where, man. Clarence Thomas was an activist. He ain't what you think he is. You just gotta research him. I mean, I did podcasts with
Clarence
him.
Thomas is...
Oh my God, he's
Yeah.
a deep brother. Listen, blew my fucking wig. Cause I thought the same thing.
Yeah.
Clarence Thomas is something.
So he voted
Listen,
against affirmative action. He votes against
Yeah,
abortion rights.
Yeah. Hey, it's his own thing.
Yeah.
But here's the thing about affirmative
Yeah,
action.
he's a nasty-
okay, we were talking about affirmative action. You know why it didn't work?
What?
Because here's affirmative action at hand. Let's say I'm a white owner, and I own this company. Affirmative action here, people. You know, affirmative action just don't count against black men, right? It counts against black women. It counts against women, period. Let's hire a black woman. It checks 2 stones. One hire covers 2 checks. Affirmative action hurts the black man.
Okay. If you got schooling
Okay.
and hiring for jobs, if you got a company, as far as schooling is concerned, if you got someone who is intelligent and gets the best grades,
What's that got to do with working? I don't believe
affirmative
in
action affects schooling and
I don't believe in
and
schooling.
jobs.
I don't believe in schooling anymore.
Okay.
I
So
took
okay, well let me
Go
finish.
ahead.
If you have a smart black person like Clarence Thomas, who wouldn't have gotten into Yale if it wasn't for affirmative action, he wouldn't have gotten into. They weren't going to accept him.
Well,
He needed affirmative action to say,
affirmative action.
let the black guy
When
with
did affirmative-
the highest grades in his
No,
class.
that's not what happened.
He applied for.
No, that's not what happened, Dover. I'm telling you, man. Check his story out, man.
He got into Yale because of affirmative action.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he
No,
did.
he didn't.
Okay.
Dover, check him out, man.
Okay.
You know why he got it? They didn't even know he was black. Check his story out, man. It's
Because
crazy.
he's not black.
He's black as fuck. Listen, his first wife was black. Now he's married to a white woman now, but
Yeah, because he put pubic hairs on a Coke can.
oh my god.
Okay,
Here we go, Dover.
he's a
This guy.
he's a sexual
Oh my
harassing.
God.
He's a sexual harasser.
He's like you. He's a man. He's horny.
Okay,
He's a horny motherfucker.
Yeah.
But I will tell you that. But check him out, Dover.
okay. You're talking about stuff when he was 20. I'm talking
No,
about now.
Now. He ain't horny like that now.
No. I'm talking about he is
Dover, no.
a sellout.
Dover, no, he's
a big
not.
sellout.
Dover.
Yeah, he is.
Well, you know what? He's an enigma, man. Because he's deep. Listen,
A deep
one day
sellout.
we're going to do a whole podcast with Clarence Thomas.
A deep
because
sellout.
I tell you what, when you want to do it, I'm going to pull out my notes. I'm going to pull out everything I got on Clarence Thomas.
Yeah.
And I want you to do the same. Hey, Dover, hey, man, this dude is deep. Excuse me. I just burped. I'm sorry. But he did kind of sell out.
Yes, of course.
But he kind of didn't. And it's
he
just
kind of did.
He kind of did. He kind of did. But he sold out at the end. After he got old, he said, "Fuck it, I'm going to get paid for this shit."
Oh yeah.
He's going to get paid for it.
All right.
Clarence Thomas is different, man.
A different jackass, a nasty dick face, just the same as the other nasty dick faces. But he went to Yale.
Right?
Okay. They didn't want to let any black people in, and the government told them, "Yeah, you need to let the
You got to.
You got to let
That wasn't affirmative action.
Yes.
That wasn't
Yes,
affirmative
it
action.
is.
No, that was the. There's you know what? We can call it affirmative action, but there's all kind of rights because we were getting held back.
Yeah.
We were getting held back from a lot of opportunities.
Right. And that's
it-
what affirmative action says.
No, affirmative action doesn't really help you in that aspect. It doesn't.
That's
Dover.
the whole point of affirmative action.
Thank you. You said it's the point of affirmative action.
Yes.
That's not what. That wasn't the goal.
Yeah.
That wasn't the end
And
game.
it's also jobs,
Man, no, not that.
You got companies that have 1,000 employees. Mm-hmm. And if they hired 30 black people, all the white workers would be complaining, well, there's 30 white people who don't have a job now.
Yeah, you're affirmative action took my job. Yeah. Nah, motherfucker, you don't give a fuck about that job.
You got 700.
Yeah, that's 70 people, you cocksucker. Yeah. It ain't about that. Jesus. Listen. But I'm trying to tell you, man.
There's unqualified black people getting a job.
And you know what that's from?
You know what?
You know what that's from, Dover?
What?
Like I said earlier. That's from America and the government that we have separating us. Listen. Hold on.
Okay.
Like I said, when you put on your application, they got race, creed, gender. That shouldn't be on your application. You should be hired for your own, for your qualifications, for who you are as a man. So they shouldn't know just by reading your fucking application you're black. They should know by reading your application you're Chinese. They should know by reading your application you're white. That's where they fuck us. Like I was saying earlier, that's a form of segregation by naming us African American. Yeah. By naming you Latin American.
Well, that's on the application.
Right. And that's a form of segregation.
You don't have to answer it.
If you don't answer it, guess what? They call you and ask you. And don't answer it and see if you get that job. That's why affirmative action, that's all part of that shit, right?
Yeah. It was struck down by the Supreme Court.
Listen, yes. Because that's what it does, it segregates.
That's why Biden needs to stack the court. And put more people like Ketanji Brown Jackson in the Supreme Court.
But you know what? You're not going to find too many of those.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, what you need to do. You need to find like-minded people who think smartly, who can do good for the world. Yeah. Not just America, not just for the community. Think bigger. It's bigger than us, Dover.
It is.
And we're the small people. Yeah. We're at the bottom of the totem pole. We got to take everybody's shit and piss. But God damn it, this is bullshit, and that is a form of segregation. Right. I've said it then, I'm going to say it now, I'm going to say it till I'm dead. Take that shit away. Don't look at the man for the skin of his color, look at the man for his merit.
Yes.
And you can't do that by, African American? Well, guess what? If I'm a racist, throw that away.
Yeah.
Throw that away.
Yeah.
Affirmative action says I got to keep one, we'll keep this one. Throw the rest of them away. So that's what affirmative action does. And I don't like that.
No. You're talking about what racists were doing before affirmative action. They seeing black applicants and saying no.
And guess what they're doing now? Same thing. We gotta hire one. Well, hell's bells. Let's pick that one. We can hire that one.
Yeah.
Well, hell's bells. And like I told you, what they were doing when affirmative action started, a lot of black women were getting these jobs because they were checking two boxes. You got to hire a woman with affirmative action. You got to hire so many women.
Yeah.
You got to hire so many black people, right?
Good.
Hire a black woman.
Good.
I say good too. But guess what? It hurts. A man like you and me.
How so?
If a woman comes for that job...
Listen, if they just gave us 14% of the jobs, we'd be fine.
That's the contract.
They're not, though.
No.
That's what affirmative action did.
No,
give them 14%.
See, that's why Ice Cube...
No, that's what affirmative action did. Said give them 14% of the openings in college. Give them 14% of the jobs.
They never did that.
Yeah, they didn't do it, but that's what it's supposed to do.
But guess what? Ice Cube's contract with Black America.
But nobody knows about it.
That's what it was.
He didn't. No one knows about it.
I know about it.
I heard of it, but I didn't know what it was.
I knew what it was because it's the same thing I was talking about.
We know.
We get it. I get it. We're only 14%.
We know
and I get it that a job shouldn't have fucking 50%.
And when it comes,
but hold on, here's the thing about sports.
Yeah.
If you look at every sport except for baseball.
Yeah.
Basketball is what? 80-some% black.
Yeah.
Football is 70% black.
That's because we're entertainers. We're athletes. Yeah, we got big dicks for porn.
Oh my God, Dover!
We can run fast and jump high for sports. We're charismatic for acting, and we can dance. Okay, we're entertainers. That's how we get down.
Right.
Okay.
We sing and dance, but you know why I don't like that shit?
Yeah.
Because we're nothing but a fucking, what do they call the fucking
court jester?
Court jester.
But entertainers,
you know what, Dover? I am more than a fucking
entertainers can be moguls now.
Yeah, and guess what? That turns into my next segue. Why don't they plug together and buy teams. Saudi Arabia bought golf.
Yeah.
Why can't black entertainers and black fucking
Yeah, but
things...
Saudi Arabians got billions from oil money.
They're
But
the richest people on the planet, believe it or not.
yes, but also here's the point about affirmative action. White people get more jobs than I've ever seen and not be qualified because they
Because hey, listen, it's not what you know. I tell everybody this. It's not what you know, it's who you know.
They're getting in my business, I've seen them getting jobs.
Yeah, man.
Because they know somebody in management.
Oh yeah.
And they're giving them not just jobs on the floor, but jobs in management.
Right.
Like you got a guy who has no idea what he's doing.
What the fuck he's doing? But guess what? His daddy is partners with this company. Put him on. Hey, guess what?
No.
It goes back to creepy Joe Biden and Hunter Biden with Ukraine. But we talked about that enough. I'm just letting you see how this works. Listen, man, we had a great podcast tonight, and I just want people to know.
We're gonna take a break. We're gonna have one.
We got one more segment.
We're gonna have,
but we're not racist.
No.
Listen, I love everybody,
but
I love my people.
I just
first.
wanted to say I see a lot of white people doing a lot of whining, and I'm thinking, shut up, please.
Here's the thing.
A lot of complaints.
Here's the thing.
All they do is complain about what they're not getting, and I'm like, have you completely lost your fucking mind? All the privileges y'all have. Have you I actually argued with a white guy who said George Floyd was passing bad checks and he was a jaywalker. I said, so that means he should be strangled by a cop and die?
Because he was a what? A jaywalker?
Jaywalker.
Listen, are you serious?
Yeah. Yes. The white guy said that to me. He passing bad checks, and I said,
"You know how many billionaires pass bad checks?
Yeah.
You know how many people in business pass bad checks?
Avoid taxes and everything.
Listen, man, we live in a corrupt society.
Yeah, corrupt.
And when it's corrupt, only a few people get to. You know, it's like let's look, for example, the mafia world, right? Mm-hmm. You can go knock off a capo. Mm-hmm. You can go knock off a hitman. Mm-hmm. You can't knock off. Well, capo is a made man. Certain made men, you got to get permission to knock them off, right? Mm-hmm. It's rules and regulations of who you can and can't knock off. Mm-hmm. We're not living in that type of world anymore. You can knock off a boss and nothing happens to you.
I don't know if nothing happened. Does nothing happen?
Look what's going on in the world today, my man.
All right, we're gonna go to.
Look what's going on in the world today.
We're gonna go to a break.
There's no rules. There's no regulations.
There is a rule on the podcast.
Yeah, we gotta take a break.
Yeah, we're gonna do that right now.
Okay, I love it. I love it.
Be
right back.
You got it.
This is my buddy from since we were little kids.
We're coming
Scott,
back. We're coming back.
I can't wait for you to come on.
You're listening to a man who's almost intelligent. Very close. Welcome back to Probably Offensive. One hell of a show. Yeah.
All right, welcome back, people. And we are in our last segment. Let's make it good. Let's make it.
The last segment's always count. It's always the best. I just call it the nasty segment because that's when you get to talk about what you want to talk about.
Yes. What I do want to talk about is equal pay for women. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because I was just watching in Sports Center. Mm-hmm. And the women's soccer team, the national women's soccer team, who wins a lot.
Okay.
In America.
Right.
Our national women's soccer team, they win a lot.
Right.
They just won to get equal pay, and I don't know if that means equal money or equal percentage.
No, it's what equal pay means is like if you go to this tournament and the guys are making for this tournament, say $15,000, the women were making $6,000. Mm-hmm. They're going to get paid $15,000.
But I don't think it means that. I think it means an equal percentage.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But that's
of the money.
That's not an equal percentage.
Well, it's of the money. I'm just saying
equal money.
It's the money. So out of concessions, the damn attendance.
But if the guys are getting 30% of the money,
commercials,
the women will get 30% of the money that the women's sport grosses. It's still not equal pay.
It is.
No, it's not.
It might, because the women.
The women might get more.
They might get more
because they win a lot. When you win, you generate more revenue. But the women's sport doesn't generate as much revenue as the men. That's why they weren't getting the same.
I don't agree with that. I don't know how that goes in soccer because, like I said, listen, these
more people are watching the men's sports.
No, it wasn't more people were watching. It was more commercialized.
Yeah,
they were more commercialized. People were putting bigger ads.
But the ratings. That's why they. Yes.
Was it? I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. But equal pay means these tournaments, they get the money from ads, and it's paid up front, right? So it's from ads.
Yes.
That's from commercial television rights and all that, blah, blah, blah. The women weren't getting paid their just due.
No.
So if they want 30%, like the men get 30%, right?
Mm-hmm.
Give them 30%. Mm-hmm. It's a pay increase than what they were getting.
No, the women were getting a lot less.
And way less.
Before.
Yes.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Okay. So you're good with the... Now here's something else. Totally unrelated. I just wanted to get your feel on that. Equal pay.
Right.
Because it's just something that just happened. The women just won that.
Right. Okay.
They had been getting paid a lesser percentage before.
Right.
Okay.
And like I said, I agree with the pay increase.
Me too. But the women are so more successful
than the men. You think they would make more money. And listen, I think in soccer, the women deserve more money. They brought home more goals. They brought home more World Cups. I don't remember a man. Listen, in the 90s, remember Brandy Chastain took her jersey off and slid across with her sports bra showing off? What man do you remember making a moment like that in history?
In soccer, never. What if she had big boobs though? See people. He gets me there. Listen, her boobs wasn't that big, but what if she had?
How do you remember? So you remember though?
Of course.
Okay, that's the point about making the money.
I'm a sports fan.
That's making the money.
But what if she had?
It don't matter about the boob size.
Wouldn't it have been sweet if she had giant titties and she took her shirt off, and even though she still had on the sports bra, if her titties was bouncing everywhere, that would have been awesome. I would have been like, "Oh yeah, you know what? Sweet."
It would have been, you know what? There'd have been a lot more pictures. There might have been a poster hanging in my room right now about that. You know, I will agree with you on that.
Yeah, because she still had a.
Hey, I'm gonna be like this. You know, my wife's watching everything, but
she is.
Big boobs never hurt anybody.
No, they help people.
My grandson loves boobies. Boobies never hurt anybody.
No, they don't hurt people. They help.
They help people.
Yeah.
So if she had big boobies.
Yeah.
Yes, it probably would have expanded, and it probably would have been more posters. But that incident was something captured forever, like Michael Jordan posing after hitting that shot.
Yeah.
Magic Johnson throwing that no look to
a moment in time.
It's a moment in time.
Yeah.
And like the 80 Olympic team beating the Russians, it's a moment in time. So. When Brandy Chastain, that's how I remember her name. I'll never forget it. It was 92, 93.
Mia Hamm.
Mia Hamm, that was after the fact. But Brandy, that was, what year was this when they were there? 92, 94? That was years ago.
I don't know.
But anyway, you remember that because she took her jersey off and slid across that thing because she meant that shit, right? And guess what? They deserve equal pay. Women deserve equal pay. Like, if you look at basketball, they're filling half these arenas, and they're only playing for like half the season of what men do. But guess what? If America teams would pay these women, the stuff that happened with Brittany Griner would never happen because she wouldn't have to go over there.
Yeah, well...
How are the Russians and all these other countries paying these women that much more than what we're paying them?
This is what
it's greed.
The WNBA just doesn't generate as much revenue. That's what they got.
Telling you. I don't believe
true.
It.
It is true.
I don't believe it.
It's women's basketball.
It's not generating as much revenue as men.
Yeah.
It's generating enough to where They can pay more.
Okay, that's why they got more sponsors on the jersey. They got, you know what I'm saying, because they want.
That's money.
They're trying to make more money.
That's money, though.
That's why they're playing an off season of the NBA.
And I'm not mad at that.
Okay.
I get it. But if you ever paid attention to, hey man, why my TV go off?
Oh fuck!
But anyway, we ain't worried about that. We only got a couple minutes left. But like I say, if you look at the arenas, more and more people are going to watch the WNBA. It's exciting. I watch it on TV.
It's exciting. Let's not get carried away.
Oh my God, you're just so fucking shallow.
They're improved.
Oh my God, that's probably why we're.
I seen the girl just win the 3-point contest, and she's supposed to be a friend of Steph Curry's, and they're called Splash siblings.
Oh my!
Used to be called Splash Brothers with his teammates.
Well, check this out.
Yeah,
Caitlin Clark.
Yeah.
She's the one that shoots from deep.
Yeah,
she's still in college.
Yeah.
What was her name? Angel Reese, the one that did that to Caitlin. These girls are doing what Magic Johnson and Larry Bird did. Listen, it's about to blow up
in the WNBA.
Yes.
Okay.
These girls are juniors.
This is what
they're staying in college. They didn't come out.
Well,
you know why they didn't come out? Because the NIL deal. They're making more money than pro women are making off NIL.
Right. Well, the NBA owns the WNBA, so this is what they need to do. They need to absorb some of these foreign leagues.
And do what the Saudis did?
No.
Yeah, that's what you're saying.
No, I'm not. Because the Saudis just started their own league, and then they bought the PGA.
They did 1 year.
Yeah.
1 year. Let's try this.
And then they had their own rules.
And
they had like teams, golfers on teams and shit.
And then guess what? We'll pay you. They offered Tiger Woods
$800 million
for 2 years.
Yeah, and he turned them down. And now he.
Hey, listen. Now he's dumb because they own you. Guess what?
He should have turned them down.
Offer me $800,000 for 2 years. T. Crow's going to go swing those clubs. You hear me?
You go.
You understand me? I'm going to swing them.
But if you're a man like Tiger who already has $1 billion, and you get people who chop folks' heads off on the internet.
Hey man, who cares? Those guys didn't chop them. Everybody talks about that bullshit.
They ordered.
Okay, what about Americans?
They ordered the chopping.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm done with this conversation.
Jamal Khashoggi.
You know what? I'm done with this conversation because you know what?
The Saudis cut
Listen,
him up.
here's the thing.
The same people who own the golf.
So Americans
cut up Jamal Khashoggi.
Okay, you're right. You're right.
Okay.
So Americans, we've never done anything like that.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just saying, let's not be hypocrites.
Okay, let's do be hypocrites. Okay,
let's not be hypocrites.
Jamal Khashoggi.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Let me see if I got anything else on here I didn't get a chance to talk about. I can sum up in 5 words or less.
All right.
I talked about that.
Let's not forget to talk. We're out of time.
Okay, but go ahead.
We're out of time.
Yes.
And
it's a great show. Great show.
A hair salon owner in Michigan, it had to be in Michigan, because Michigan has got a lot of stupid shit going on there.
Except for Big Ten championships. Okay, keep going.
Michigan is a state full of jackass dummies.
Oh my God. Okay, people.
Okay.
I'm done with this show. Listen, I'm going to say goodnight to everybody.
But a hair salon in Michigan refused service to a transgender person and said, I am not going to cut people's hair if they're transgender in their salon.
You want my opinion on that?
Yeah.
Okay, what kind of salon was it? A female salon?
Yeah.
And it was a dude that came in?
Yeah. Who was a transgender.
Okay,
so
but you know what?
Now.
You know what, Dover? Mm-hmm. In all honesty, I could be a transgender, so couldn't you? Think about it.
I could
No.
not.
I didn't say we could be. That came out wrong.
I could not be.
No. Let me explain.
Yeah.
I put on a wig.
Yeah.
And I just say, you know what? I'm a transgender. Hold on a second.
Okay, all right.
Because the way the laws are,
I'd like to see that.
I would too.
Go ahead.
But the way the rules are and the laws are now,
Yeah.
I could put a wig on
Yeah.
and walk out and say, you know what? I decided I want to be a woman.
Yeah.
I'm a transgender.
And you should go in this salon
And go in the salon, right? So who's to say?
and plop your balls right up on
but
the tray.
who's to say, as human judgment,
Mm-hmm.
that they were wrong? Like, this motherfucker ain't no transgender. This motherfucker is just playing that role. Listen, if you walk into a woman's restroom,
This is a lady
Hold on a second.
who owns the salon.
okay, thank you. Now, say we're going to say when it's like ladies and say we're on a plane or we're in a boat, and they say women and children off 1st. We let the kids go. I'm jumping the line.
You are?
Yeah,
Why?
it's called preservation of life, right? We're sinking. I need to get on that lifeboat to get the fuck off this sinking boat.
So you're going to knock kids out the
No,
way?
no, kids go first. I'm going in line with the
You're
women.
going to knock women out the way?
Fuck yeah. You know why?
Why?
Y'all made this legal. All I think I gotta say to save my life,
Yeah.
I'm transgender.
Oh, yeah?
That's the
What
bullshit.
you-
That's the bullshit.
Okay.
See what I'm saying?
This person who came into the salon was a transgender, what looked like a dude dressed like a woman.
Hey, that's what he did, right?
but
he's playing the role.
No, he had the whole
But
surgery
he's-
and everything. Yeah, but you still could tell.
He's a dude.
Yeah,
Deep voice, beard.
yeah.
Like we
right.
got, like we got beard.
No beard.
Look
but,
at my beard.
but still deep
you
voice.
See my
no,
fucking.
no beard, but
See
still
my goatee. It's all
still,
silver.
Still deep voice.
Deep voice. Adam's apple.
Like
Balls.
give
top,
me
everything.
Give me
You
the
know what I mean?
latest woman's
Right.
hairdo.
She said no.
Yeah, she said no.
And she has the right to do that.
Right.
Because it's her own shop. It's not government owned. It's not federally owned.
Right.
Which means there's no federal money saying you got to do this or that. It's not a school. It's not a bank.
No.
I could refuse any customer I choose to.
Yeah.
She was in her right. So
What would you have done if that was your?
if that was my shop,
Yeah.
I'd have cut the hair. Get my money.
Oh, me too. Me too.
Fuck it.
Yeah. I'm not going to refuse anybody unless they're causing a problem. Just being transgender is not a problem. I don't
No.
care. I don't care. I will cut your hair. I will style it. Do whatever I do. And this person had long hair like a woman, so let the hair.
It was a wig. It was a weave. You know how it was.
So yeah, got turned down by a chick.
Right. I believe that.
So with that,
We had a great show tonight, Dover.
yeah, that's
A lot of people, hey, I didn't get to see the live feed. I'm going to have to watch that later.
we're out of time.
I'm going to watch the YouTube feed. But my feed, I got 1 million fucking comments that you need to get on it and comment back to them. I meant to tell you that last time. These people are talking, Dover, and you got to help out on this, too.
Oh, all right. I will get to you people who are
On my
commenting
feed, yes.
on
I got a lot.
on T Crow's
Yes.
feed, and I will let you know what my opinion is.
Oh, boy.
And so,
Been a great show, people. We had a great time tonight.
yeah,
And it's time to go to bed. And thank you for your support. And he's got to get you out.
and with that, we're out of here like last year. See ya, peace.